Alright, so I think I want to divide this speaking practice 30 minutes in two parts. The first one is my presentation, which I've done few days ago, and I've used as a document for me to improve my speaking to enhance to practice my speaking skill. And the other one is how can I say that? It is Duolingo, Duolingo, Duolingo. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use this for my English pronunciation. Okay, so I started. Uh, okay. What is Bolshevik Revolution? The Russian Revolution of 1917 was one of the most explosive political events of the 20th century. The violent revolution marked the end of the Romanov dynasty and centuries of Russian imperial rule. During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized power and restored the traditional Tsarist rule. People, Vladimir Lenin. Vladimir Lenin, also called Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. He was born on April 22, 1970, in Simbirsk, Russia, and died on January 21st, 1924, in Gorky. He was the father of the Russian Communist Party, Bolsheviks, inspired and leader of the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917, and the architect, builder, and first head of the Soviet state still 1924. He was the founder of the organization known as Comintern, which is Communist International, and the posthumous source of Leninism. The doctrine, codified and conjoined with Karl Marx, was by Lenin's successors to form Marxism-Leninism, which became the communist worldview. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin, renamed Joran Asok Zurashvili, was born on December 19, 1978, in Gori, Georgia, Russian Emperor, and died in March 5, 1953, in Moscow, Russia, USSR. He was the Secretary General of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union from 1922 to 1955 and Premier of the Soviet state from 1941 to 1953. He dictatorially ruled the Soviet Union for the quarter of a century and transformed it into a major world power. People, Leon Trotsky. Lev Tadovich Torsten, better known as Leon Trotsky, was born November 7, 1879, and died on August 21st, 1940. Leon Trotsky was a Russian revolutionary political terrorist and politician. Ideologically a communist, he developed a variant of Marxism known as Trotskyism. Trotsky joined the Bolshevik Party a few weeks before the October Revolution and became one of the leaders of the party. Once in the government, Trotsky initially held the post of a Commissioner for Foreign Affairs and was involved in Brest-Litovsk negotiations with Germany as Russia pulled out the World War One. Trotsky was more prominent from March 1918 to January 1925 as a leader of the Red Army in the post of Commissioner for Military and Naval Affairs. Trotsky was a vital leading figure in the Red victory of the Russian Civil War. He was one of the 7 members of the First Politburo. After the rise of Joseph Stalin, Trotsky was removed from his positions and eventually expelled from the Soviet Union in February 1929. He spent the rest of his life in exile and was assassinated in Mexico City by a Soviet NKVD agent. The Kodanka tragedy. On May 30th, 19, on May 30th, 1896, a stampede in Moscow occurs during festivities following Nicholas II's coronation, as crowds worried that the supplies of free souvenirs will run out, rushed to the store to get them. This results in the deaths of over 1,300 people. 1905 Revolution and Bloody Sunday. On January 22, 1905, known as Bloody Sunday, troops and police opened fire on a peaceful demonstration outside the Winter Palace and elsewhere in St. Petersburg, killing and injuring around 1,000 people. The Liberal Press blames Nicholas II. On October 30th, 1905, Tsar Nicholas II issues the October Manifesto promising civil liberties such as freedom of speech and an elected parliament. As a result, restrictions are implemented on the absolute power of the Russian monarch, and a de facto constitution, the fundamental laws of 1906, is issued. And a de facto constitution. February Revolution. A series of public protests began in Petrograd, which lasted for 8 days and eventually resulted in abolition of the monarchy in Russia. The total number of killed and injured in clashes with police and government troops in Petrograd is estimated around 1,300 people. On March 8, 1917, on International Women's Day, demonstrators and striking workers many prominent women took the streets to protest food shortages and the war. 2 days later, the strikes the 2 days later the strikes spread across Petrograd. On March 15, 1917, the Tsar Nicholas II abdicated and removed his son from the succession. The following day, Nicholas' brother, Mikhail, announced his refusal to accept the throne. A provisional government is formed to replace the Tsarist government, with Prince Lvov becoming the leader. June Offensive and July Days. On July 1st, 1917, Russian Minister of War Alexander Kerensky launches an offensive against Austria-Hungary's forces in Galicia. Although the Russian effort is initially successful, the soldiers soon refused to leave the trenches and fight due to low morale caused by the revolution. Soldiers' communists repeat orders and encourage soldiers to disobey officers. Many soldiers returned home to take part in redistribution of land. The offensive collapsed 4 days later, and Russian troops must respond to the Austrians and Germans' counter-offensive. On July 16 to 20, the July Days, a series of spontaneous and armed anti-government demonstrations of industrial workers and soldiers began in Petrograd. Lvov resigns as leader of a provisional government, with Alexander Kerensky taking over and crushing the demonstrations. In the same month, the death penalty is reintroduced, and women are granted the right to vote in Home Office. Kerensky issues the arrest of Lenin, who goes into hiding. The printing office of the Bolshevik newspaper Pravda, the headquarters of the Bolshevik Central Committee, are raided, with many Bolshevik leaders arrested. The appointed uprising results in Soviet losing the control over the provisional government, signifying the end of the dual power situation. This seemed remains at the point of no return for the peaceful development of a revolution. The Kornilov Affair. On September 9, 1917, a failed coup by General Kornilov, commander of Russian army, takes place when he orders troops towards Petrograd to counter the threat of the Bolsheviks. Prime Minister Kerensky presents Kornilov's absence as an attempt right-going coup, while the affair is short-lived. It secures power for the posts among Portugal's working classes, workers, and soldiers, and crosses the credibility crosses the credibility of the coalition. Provisional government between socialists and liberals due to the cadets, constitutional democrats, and even Kerensky himself being implicated in the affair. October Revolution and the Brest-Litovsk Treaty. The Bolsheviks seized control of Prussia on November 7, 1917. The Bolsheviks take control of the Winter Palace, the remaining holdout of the provisional government, on November 8, 1917. The decrees on land proclaiming abolition of private property and the redistribution of the land amongst the peasantry and peace, proposing an immediate withdrawal of Russia from the First World War, issued by the new Bolshevik government. Subsequent workers' decrees outline measures for an 8-hour working day, minimum wage, and the running of factories. The death penalty is abolished once again on November 8, 1917. On March 3, 1918, Russia ends its participation in the First World War. Bolshevik Russia loses one-third of all empire's population, one-third of its railway network, half its industry, 3/4 of its supplies of iron ore, 9 to 10 of its coal resources, and much of its food supplies. And this is our multimedia piece for the Bolshevik Revolution. And this is multimedia piece. And this is our multimedia piece for the Bolshevik Revolution. But it's small, so I'm gonna make it bigger for you to see it. And after I saw the people see this video, and then I'm gonna say the last slide, which is the citation. And so I'm gonna say that okay, that is the end of our presentation, and this is our citation. Okay, so after I've done this one, in 12 minutes, but I feel really excited about it. Like, I don't know how to, explain my feeling right now. Like, I can breathe, without, stopping, like, without mistake. I thought that there must be some mistake, but it's not like important as like it's not false at the beginning. And now when I use this one, I'm not sure if okay this one. Okay, let's see the lingo. Okay, so this is the lingo for my English speaking. So English speaking, and because I want to improve my pronunciation skills. Because I want to improve my pronunciation skills, so it's really important for me to use this one. Also, I've known it before that, but I think that's really bad of me. You should only choose those if you already speak Vietnamese. Yes. Me. Okay, so there's some problem happening with this one. I don't know what's going on right now. Alright, that's good. My every day, so I'm gonna set up 15 minutes per day. That's good for me right now, like just 15 minutes, bro. It's been 15 minutes for my presentation. If it's more 15 minutes for my pronunciation, and then 10 minutes just speak with the video. That's good. I focus on my speaking skill. And then I'm gonna go to this. All right. I just usually care about my pronunciation skill, and then I like. No, 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 no. You like tea. Actually, I don't want to use English for learning this one, but you know, like I heard from Miss Babinchak that that is the that is the that is the good app for me to improve my skill. But also I care about my pronunciation skill, my speaking skill. That's it. Uh, but actually, okay, so just go on and try. It's just my pronunciation skill, bro. But I heard that this Duolingo is a good app. Good app. It's one of the best apps for learning languages. Like you know, when I heard Andy in Canada, which is a good channel, he's a YouTuber channel. He YouTuber talk about this one. I just say the just the thumbnail. Then I heard Miss Babin check also said about this Duolingo, and I think that's a good stuff for me to learn. So today I think I'm gonna spend time on just uh, learning this one. Alright, so just start it.
Today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow. Good.
Today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow. Also, you have to be very careful with this one. My brother is a student.
I like her already. Who speaks English here?
That's good.
They consider us their friends.
They what?
They consider us their friends.
They consider us their friends. He assumed that the answer are wrong. Is it really difficult for
He
me right now?
studies 10 hours a day.
He studied 10 hours a day. He assumed that we are wrong. He put the book on the table. We did not play well. The journey is fast. Is very fast. Also, I thought that there's some problem happening with it. It's so easy, bro. I have never heard about that actor.
She started to talk to the dog.
See, uh, so I think that's I'm gonna
That
stop
shows
it
how
for a
much we
minute.
know about ourselves.
Uh, that that so that's so strong.
My father told me that you had come.
My father.
Do you talk to your dog? I have not changed.
Mm,
I
have
had
called
called
you
you
a
a
few
few
days
days
ago.
ago.
Also, at the beginning, it is really easy, when you keep going, you keep going, and it's gonna show you some difficult question, some stuff like that. I in the two question that I've done wrong, it's not really wrong, but it has the same meaning, bro. But the way, you know, this is the right meaning, but the way this one because this the uh, so what's the thing next? What's it doing? I don't know. Okay, so I think that today I'm gonna just talk about some stupid stuff like what did I do to improve my reading skill? What did I do? What did I do to improve my speaking skill? No, it's my reading skill. It's my reading skill. It's my reading skill. I have read books um, for almost every day. For almost every day because of my work at school, like my homework at school that forced me that that has forced me to do it. And I just think about like what happened if I didn't do it? I have no idea what's going on. I just did that. Alright, but again, I think it is good. They speak Vietnamese. Alright. Um, the girls drink water. The turtle. The dog ate the dog ate my pen.
She likes the child.
Say my child. See guys.
The summer as a season.
Huh?
The summer as a season.
The summer is a season.
The summer as a season.
Mùa
He is a cook.
he
I feel it. Enough.
my suitcase is yellow. Her telephone number. We take an international flight.
He studies 10 hours a day. She put too much sugar in the coffee.
I have the perfect one for you.
I have not changed. Do you want him to answer?
Do you want him to answer? I had
Had.
decided to swim.
He sees himself in the mirror. A black cat is sleeping among the white dogs. Including me?
Alright, so I was gonna, you know, use 5 minutes to determine what is my level on it. I will level painless so that I don't know what is going on. Uh, it said I have to put in some personal information for my work. Và tỏ trên kia cao quá, mãi mãi không tồn tại nè, hoàn hoàn tương tư ngày nay, tiếng mõ vô ngàn vô vọng. Phật ở trên kia cao quá, mãi mãi không độ tới nè. Oh no no no! I'm not gonna do that. All right. Uh, is that what I mean? Um, Actually, I don't know how to use that. Like, okay, so I'm gonna go back tomorrow to see if it's working, if it's working for me, for myself. But it's not necessary for me. Like, I can just use my videos to move it, like just speak over the screen, like on YouTube. I think that's better for me. So Lingo is good, but the thing that when I use that, I'm gonna use that for learning. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. For learning French, how can I forgot it? Forget it. Forgot it. We forgot it. Learning French by the app. Oh my god. Oh, but I already have it. Lingua French, which is good stuff for me to do. Okay, so I think this is the end of my speaking right now that I've do my presentation for the Duolingo. I think that's not good app for me to learn English because my English skill is higher than that level. Yeah, it is higher than that level. Like, I just answer the question, I just build some this and that. I think that if we use it as a review form for me to review my stuff, that is pretty good. But if I use it for other stuff, I don't know that I can do it. But just do it. To check my knowledge again, to review my knowledge again. That's a really good idea for me to do it. Then those after I do my after I've done my presentation, that's pretty good. And for the 10 minute speaking, then when I do it, after I go downstairs to do my work, which I don't know how to say that. But I go downstairs to work my stuff. Alright, I think that is pretty good, pretty much for today. You know what? Okay. 30 March for today. I've improved my speaking skill. That's really good stuff me to do it, and I've just answered the questions and did it. And then I just go to the Google to make sure again if there's any people that enrolled in my, how can I say that, here my enter row is 40 and it's still there. I think I'm gonna make it to 50, I think 50. So it's gonna 40 week, that's good. 50, just 10 days, 10 days, journey to 60. Alright, that is pretty much for today. Okay, so goodbye myself, and see myself in the future again if there are any work. If you can look back and then see that how yourself in the past that have tried a lot in learning English, in learning speaking English and other English skills. Okay?